All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video, and this is going to be a much more informative video than what this morning was. Like I said, this morning, I'm still waking up. I was still a little tired, so I didn't explain things too well. But it's just giving you a heads up of what's going to come today, and we're gonna do another video right now, actually, because we're again going to have another potentially tornado outbreak. Tomorrow. So we're probably gonna we're definitely gonna be live tomorrow, but we're gonna see if we're gonna go live today. I think we're able to go live today. I'll see, but it all up depends on what happens. We're more than likely gonna go live tonight though. So if you look right here in front of your screen right now, we have a enhanced risk of severe weather for portions of extreme northeast parts of Texas, all of central and almost southern Arkansas, eastern Arkansas. The same areas that were at the high risk yesterday are now back at it again for more significant severe weather, mainly tornadoes in this area. So we got to watch out for that. And we're probably going to go live. If you want to know why I'm going to go live, it's because of this right here. We have a elongated area, a very small but elongated area from Nashville, almost Nashville, Tennessee, maybe just west of Nashville, Tennessee, all the way down to Texarkana, near Shreveport, Louisiana as well. Very elongated risk of significant tornadoes is likely or possible today. So we're probably gonna go live for that and cover this for you guys, and just be there just in case a strong tornado or two, or maybe even multiple strong tornadoes happens. So we gotta definitely be aware of that. We also have a 5% area that stretches from Dallas Fort Worth region all the way up to almost Charleston, not North Carolina, Charleston, Virginia. You also have a large 2% area that stretches from the Delmarva, almost Philadelphia, all the way down past south near just north of Austin, Texas, is where the 2% stretches from. Very elongated area right here. This is your wind risk. Your wind risk is not significant, but it is also pretty high for just straight line damaging winds in general, especially in this area right here, this red area. Memphis, you're in that 30% area. Northern parts of Mississippi, east central parts of Arkansas, you guys are in that 30% area for significant damaging winds, and a large area of a 15% area from basically almost all of West Virginia, all the way down to the Dallas Fort Worth metro region, and you have a 5% area that stretches from almost up to New York City, all the way back down to like Abilene and stuff like that. Your hail risk actually is what's carrying this event right now. This is what's carrying the enhanced risk. There's going to be some big hail. There's been some big hail for the past couple of days. Oops. Don't know what happened there, but there's been some big hail for the past couple of days in these areas, and today is no different. You're probably going to have supercell thunderstorms fire up later on today, and they're going to probably drop some big hail, straight line damaging winds, and potentially multiple strong tornadoes in this area. So we got to keep in mind that these same areas that got hit yesterday are going to get hit again by more strong tornadoes. And like I said, it is not done yet, because this is tomorrow's convective outlook, and you can see there is a moderate risk of severe weather, basically in the heart of Arkansas, almost in Texarkana, you're in that moderate risk. Extreme southeastern portions of Oklahoma. And I mean, you guys are in that moderate risk area. It's a small moderate, but it's a moderate risk. So you got to, keep in mind that this is a significant threat for significant severe weather in this area. You also have an enhanced risk that stretches from southern Missouri all the way down, further down to like more like, close east of Dallas, Texas, for sure. It's getting close to Shreveport. Shreveport, you might be in that enhanced risk. I'm not too sure. But even if you're not, you still got to be weather aware. You have a very large slight risk that stretches from the same areas that were in a high risk yesterday. Same areas that they are in a slight risk from all the way up to like south central Illinois, southwest Indiana, all the way down to almost all of central Texas. You guys are under a slight risk and a very large marginal risk that stretches from Columbus, Ohio, all the way down to the Mexico-Texas border. Sorry. Your tornado risk is what's driving this right now. This is a pretty, it's not a humongous area for tornadoes, but it's still a area where we have to watch carefully. And it's pinpointed in, like I said, central Arkansas, near like the Texarkana area, Little Rock, Conway, Arkansas, Fort Smith, Longview, Texas. You guys are in that area of significant severe weather and significant tornadoes in general. And you also have that 10% hashed area that stretches from almost Poplar Bluff, Missouri, all the way as far down as east of Dallas, near, like I said, Shreveport, Louisiana, and stuff like that. This area right here got to watch out for possibly significant long track tornadoes tomorrow. That definitely could be the possibility. Your damaging wind threat is not high at all. Like I said, this is a major tornado threat tomorrow for these areas. This is mainly a tornado threat for these areas tomorrow, and also a hail threat too. Like I said, you have a significant area of significant hail in this area. And the reason why is because a lot of the models have been showing supercells pop up more than just a QLCS linear system. So that's the reason why they issued that moderate risk for severe weather in that area tomorrow, is because that the setup for tomorrow is not going to be, linear. It's not going to be a line of storms. There is going to be supercells, and this is why they issued a moderate risk, because there's a higher chance of significant tornadoes because they're isolated in nature rather than a big line of storms moving on through, like we saw sort of yesterday. Not really, because yesterday was also a supercell threat, but you guys get what I'm saying here. And it's not over yet. I know I've been talking about the Storm Prediction Center outlooks for a little bit now, but this is another area we have to watch very carefully as well too. The same areas, almost the same areas, just a little bit further south, is under the gun for more significant severe weather. This is the probabilistic outlook, and I mean, you can see there's a 30% hatched area for significant storms to happen in this area. More than likely, we're probably going to get a 10% hatched area for tornadoes. I would not be surprised at all, if I'm being honest. And I wouldn't be surprised if this even gets upgraded to a moderate as well. So we'll see what happens, but it's just been the trend. There is just nonstop severe weather just happening every single day now. We are in tornado season, so it's going to keep happening. It's not going to stop anytime soon. But this is probably the most active season I've dealt with in a very long time, and it's not ending, guys. It's not ending. But like I said, you have a 30% hashed area. Even in the area, the 15% area, there's a large hatch area for significant severe weather. So we got to watch this very carefully here. So this is what the HRRR is showing currently right now. So some of these areas, there's already storms popping up into Arkansas, Tennessee, a little bit of Mississippi as well, a little bit of Louisiana. They're not posing much of a huge threat, but later on, they will pose a much bigger threat. They're going to clear out some areas. I mean, you already have some big storms over here. According to the HRRR, it's showing some big thunderstorms in the same areas that dealt with that tornado emergency that happened last night in this area right here. I'm pretty sure was the exact same area where that tornado emergency was at. Showing some big storms, maybe even supercell thunderstorms pop up in these areas that could create significant tornadoes in these areas. So we might definitely be live tonight. Like I said, you'll know if you'll see my stream up. If you guys want to be there for the live stream, just hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications, because I will probably be live tonight. I'm like 80% sure I'm going to be live tonight, and I'm going to be covering these storms for you guys as long as I can. So just be aware, and if you need to share this with anybody, share this with people that may need this information, because this is going to be, like I said, the active week of significant severe weather. So we got to get this out to as many people as possible. This is around 7-8 p.m. You're still having supercell thunderstorms fire up in these areas. So to keep on pushing through. I mean, it's not really going to end. You keep fast forwarding this. Then you get a little bit of a break, I guess you can say, for Memphis. But I wouldn't even call it a break, because you're going to get even more storms come on through. This is around 1 a.m. Nothing happening there. You keep fast forwarding this. Then you start to get your bigger storms over here. This is around 7 a.m. in the morning. You probably will get tornado warnings tomorrow morning in here in eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas. That's not the main event though. You're gonna have some storms pop up, and you're gonna have a little bit of a warm sector popping up as well too. Because watch these storms rise up. You see that? How these storms rise up in the air? That's your open warm sector forming right here. And then boom. See these storms right here? This is why the Storm Prediction Center has issued a moderate risk for severe weather, specifically tornadoes. Is because these storms right here, if you see any storm by itself, you've seen it yesterday. If you guys were in a stream yesterday, you've seen it. Any of these storms that are by themselves over here, like this, they're isolated in nature in a very favorable area for tornadoes. You're going to get tornadoes, and this is what's showing tomorrow. And this is showing a pretty widespread area in Arkansas of possibly significant supercells producing strong tornadoes. I mean, just look at this storm right here. I mean, this area, this environment, if we were to take a sounding here, this environment is very prime for tornadoes. Just want to see here. Yeah, look at that. You have a nice curved photograph here. I don't know if you guys can see that. A nice curved photograph here, along with a nice curved storm slinky. You don't have a cap in place, so storms are going to blow up. Your winds are going to be varying with height. This is your 850 millibar winds right here. This is your line right here of 850 millibar winds. And you can see your winds are going to start to vary with height as you go up to the 500 millibar winds. So that means the winds your 850 millibar winds are going to be moving up to the northwest, right? Your 500 millibar winds are going to be moving like due north to northeast. So what that's doing is that's creating an area of spin in the atmosphere, and this is why you're getting your curved photograph and this sounding right here, because your winds are varying with height. You do have a lot of cape actually in the atmosphere as well too, so there's plenty of cape for these storms to work with. And I mean, this is just it's an area that we have to watch real carefully here, because this could definitely produce strong tornadoes tomorrow. So we got to watch this very carefully here. A lot of these storms are going to be by themselves. They're not going to be in a QLCS squall line. There is no squall line forming with this unless you're like back here. There's a messy mode back here. But in front of this messy mode of storms, you see this? You have supercells popping up. So we got to watch this carefully. This is around the evening hours tomorrow. We'll talk more about tomorrow in tomorrow's video. I'm going to have a video tomorrow and 100% be going live tomorrow as well. But that'll keep on going. This is going to go on for a while here. And you keep pushing this through. Then it starts to turn into a QLCS event, and I mean, you're gonna have training thunderstorms over in this area. So, and I mean, it doesn't stop. There's another round of significant severe weather. So around 8 a.m., you're probably gonna have a severe weather event happen down here where your enhanced risk is at. I also want to talk about the excessive rainfall rates too. This is also going to be a potentially catastrophic and historic event over here in Tennessee, Arkansas, Kentucky, and Missouri. So if you're in that pink area, matter of fact, if I can zoom in here, yeah. If you're in this pink area right here, Memphis, Tennessee, Clarksville, Tennessee, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, south of Paducah, Mayfield, Kentucky, Little Rock, Arkansas, Jonesboro, east of Jonesboro, these areas down here, you guys were going to see potentially historic flash flooding in this area. And this is just the day one. There's not one day of a high risk of flash flooding. There's another day of a high risk for flash flooding in the same areas. And not only that, you have another day in the same areas that are going to experience flooding today and tomorrow. So guys, we have to take this very, very seriously. We have potentially a historic flash flood event going to unfold here for areas that got hit by the tornadoes literally yesterday. And not even just yesterday, 2 weeks ago, there was also another outbreak that hit these same areas. So if you're in the Memphis area, the Little Rock, Arkansas, Jonesboro, Evansville, Indiana, anywhere near where, there was a tornado outbreak yesterday and stuff like that, where the high risk was at, you're going to see excessive rainfall and potentially life-threatening flash flooding in this area. Okay, so we got to take this seriously, very, very seriously. We have 3 days of a high risk of flash flooding. That is incredibly rare. Okay, we gotta just be weather aware as much as possible. That is all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. If you can, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications in case you want more weather forecasts just like this. I got you guys with a daily upload now. I'm gonna start doing daily uploads on this channel for you guys, help you guys out, and help you guys get more information out to as many people as possible. So thank you guys for tuning in. And I will catch you guys in the next stream, which is probably gonna be in a little bit. So stay tuned, stay weather aware. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Goodbye.